Howdy, folks. Welcome back to day 10 of solving lead code questions with me. Today is going to be something different. We are going to do gameplay analysis, and I'll just share my screen and let's get started. Share screen. Sorry for the delay, guys. Yep. I hope it's visible. So, yes, um, we have this table called as activity, wherein the player ID, the device ID, event date, and games play are the columns, and they have the data type associated with it. So now we have to see a player ID and event date are the primary keys, combination of column with unique values. Okay, so got it. This table shows the activity of players of some games. Each row is a record of player who logged in and played a number of games, possibly zero as well, before logging out on some day using some device. Write a solution to find the first login date. Okay, we just have to see the first login date and not the uh, day when he played the first game, but the day he first logged into the system. That's what we have to return. So return the result table in any order. And here's an example. I'll just take this into my Word document. Okay, just a second. I'm not sharing my whole screen, so I'll do that instead. Okay, so I hope it's visible. So we do have, so there's no joining condition here. We just have to play with the same table. Now what we have to do is we have to make groups because we have to check the first login date. Okay, yeah, first login date with respect to every player. So if there's player one, then the first login date with respect to it is 1st of March, and not 2nd of May, right? So we have to compare these two values based on the group, which is player ID equals to 1. So as we have learned in the partition by in the window functions, that's what we have to apply here. And this is the second column, I mean second group that we can think of. And this has only one value, so obviously this will be returned. And then again, third group, I want you guys to tell me what is the most recent uh, date. I mean the first login date of this user 3 is 2nd of March. Even if we did not play any game on that day, it's completely fine. We have to return this value. Let's see if that's the case. Yeah, that's right. We have to return the first login date. So you just have to return the player ID and the first login date associated with it. So let's straight into play with the player ID. Then we also have to take into account the event date. Okay. Then we have to write function. So okay. Now what we can do is we can obviously rank it. So what if it's a tie? It's completely fine, right? Let's put in distinct in the last final select statement, and let's do a dense rank instead of anything's fine. Actually, you have to just return the first number, right? So let's go behind row number because we've used dense rank and rank a lot in the previous videos. Let's use row number now. Row, okay, this is the syntax, right? Okay, row number over. We need to partition by player ID. Player ID order by event date descending. Oh, I mean ascending. So sorry, we have to give the first date, right? The day when it first logged in. So yeah, this will return the number associated with it. Let's name it as RK. Let's remember that we can't name any column as rank because it throws an error. From the table name is activity. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I feel. This will do grouping internally and then select from activity. Let's store this oh, sorry, in a tab, right? So tab as sorry, someone's calling me, so I'm just looking. Yeah. Okay, let's try it here only. Okay, this is the tab that I've created. This is a common temporary expression that we can think of. And now what we have to return is only the player ID and the first login date. But we have to make sure we return the only the first number that comes into consideration. That's how we don't even have to use distinct function, right? So I'll just show you how we can tweak this solution according to the dense rank or the rank or the row number function that we use. Okay, the final select statement. So we have to account for player ID and then event date as first login. Make sure you're very consistent with the outputs column name from table name is tab, where this is very important, rank is 1. We have to only return the first login date. So as we are sorting them according to ascending order, so in this group, what will be given the row number as 1? It will be this one. The row number here will be 1, here it will be 2, here it will be 1, here it will be 1, and here it will be 2. That's how row number works, okay? And I guess it's pretty much it. Let's try to run this. Test our activity. Oh my god. Act. What's up with my spellings? That's right. Let's try to submit. Obviously, this is an easy example. And yeah, this is accepted. So let's see how we have to do this with a dense rank function. Let's just replace this with a dense rank function. So now what will happen is in case of a tie, the output reflected will be 2, right? So we have, okay, I'll just demonstrate a example to you. Maybe that's in one of the test cases, not sure. So let's see if we try to replicate the same column. Okay, that's right. So player ID is 1, device ID is, let's say, 2, and date is same date. Played game we can change here. Maybe he played 9 games. He had a lot of time that day. So here in this function, what will happen is row number will throw the output as 1, 2, 3. So it will only return the first value. But in case of dense rank function, there will be a tie here. Okay. In this group, there will be a tie amongst the first two values because the data is same, and we are going to group by player ID, yes, but we are sorting them by ascending order on the date event date column. So these will be assigned the same values. So we have to account for that. So if at all you try to use dense rank function, you have to add a distinct value because you don't add. Let's try to submit this without adding. What's happening? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. There's a lag. I'm not sure why. Okay, we good. Oh, we're into a lag. I don't know. Maybe because there's a lot of tabs opened. Not sure. Okay, let's try to just reload this. Yeah, everyone reloads. Even if you're an engineer, the first thing that comes to your mind is reloading, right? So yeah, that was it. Select. Uh, if you don't have a distinct function as a distinct keyword in the final statement, I hope it throws an error. Okay, runs good for this. But if at all it runs, oh, it runs good for it. But obviously, this is not considering all the statements. So this is an error here. I'll just email LeetCode about it. So if at all there's a tie here, right, it'll show distinct values. I mean, it will show repetitive values, right? So we don't want that. We want very consistent data. So we have to add a distinct function when you're using a dense time function. So yeah, this will also run pretty well. And submit. Yeah. So we saw 3 solutions that submitted. Obviously, it's all the same. That's it. That's it for today. Thank you so much, guys. Stop recording.